Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Candace. I'm also known as Lalantia. That is my magical name and my name that the beings of myth and magic know me as. I am a magical facilitator, a vortex magician, and a channel. So I channel the beings of myth and magic. I work with dragons, mermaids, unicorns, fairies, pretty much anything and everything you can imagine. So what I do is I do a lot of work in other realms, and I bring through these messages and guidance and healing and support and so much amazing energy from these beings that can really help us in many different ways. They are super helpful, and they are really stepping forward as we step into this new energy and these big shifts that Earth is going through. So today I wanted to just do a little tiny video about dragons. So dragons are real. Yes, dragons are real, and they are amazing, and they can be found in most any realm, every realm. So I suppose this isn't really a beginner's video because I'm talking about realms, I'm talking about dragons. If you're watching this and you are taking it seriously, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this and you're like, dragons aren't real, and you are a crazy person, then you are probably watching the wrong video. But if you are curious, then you can dig into it a little bit more, because it is now in your awareness, and you may realize that you are connecting with dragons. So dragons can really help us in a lot of different ways. They are amazing beings. So I'm going to just start with elemental dragons, because there are dragons, like I said, within many different realms, and there are galactic dragons, Atlantean dragons. They come in different frequencies, vibrations, dimensions, however you want to say it. They can come in so many different ways, but they do, no matter what, they're going to have a pretty high vibration. So connecting with them means you need to raise your vibration, and you can raise your vibration by eating healthy foods, and that would be, like fruits and vegetables, lighter foods, not heavy foods, and by doing things that bring you joy, the things that you really enjoy doing, because joy is like a very high vibration. So you want to, live your life in joy and do pleasurable activities. So I just realized that my glasses have a really bad glare when I'm looking up. When I'm looking down, they don't. I guess maybe I should take my glasses off. So, raise your vibration to work with them, and then just call on their energy. It may take a little while for that connection to happen. And of course, I connect people with dragons all the time. That is kind of my specialty, I suppose. Dragons are I don't want to pick favorites. It's mean to pick favorites, but I love dragons. I love working with the dragon energy. I love connecting with them, and I really love connecting people with their dragons. And so many people are just like, how do I know if I have a dragon? Well, if you're curious and you're drawn to it, then you probably have a dragon. The thing is, we've had so many lifetimes, and in many lifetimes, we have worked with dragons pretty closely. Well, many periods in history, I should say, because we all have different lifetimes. I have worked with dragons in many lifetimes. I have talked with the dragons about lifetimes that I have worked with them, and I've had memories of working with the dragons. And of course, I am a Merlin Vortex Magician, so I've worked with Merlin with the dragons. So as I go forward on this path, more memories come in, more teachings come in. The teachings are kind of rememberings, because I'm working with Merlin on the stuff that we have worked together on before. I actually was talking to him about that today. So I know that this seems like really crazy, but I know for some of you this sounds really amazing. It's like these beings that we have loved for so long, assuming, that's you, because for some of you that is true, are actually real, and you can actually connect with them. And you You absolutely can. And I have had so many experiences, I can tell you without a doubt, that dragons are real and that you can connect with them. If you feel drawn to connecting with them, you can connect with them. So it's just a matter of raising your vibration to that frequency to be able to do so, and maybe having somebody kind of hold that space for that connection. So that's like what I do. That is what I do. One of the things I do. So I channel these, the magical beings, including dragons, and I bring through, whatever guidance, healing, support, whatever it may be that they are wanting to come through. And so I can help people, and they can ask specific questions, and I can bring through the guidance from the dragon or dragon energy that comes through. But let's focus a little bit more. I'm not a very focused person. I will tell you that right now. I'm very scattered in a lot of ways. I guess that's maybe part of all this magic that's swirling around me. So my videos tend to get a little bit off topic, or I ramble a bit. So let's talk about the elemental dragons. So there are galactic dragons, there are Atlantean dragons, there are elemental dragons, there are dragons within the earth dragons. There are fire dragons, there are the fire dragons live in volcanoes. There are ice dragons, there are metal dragons, there are air dragons, there are water dragons. I said earth dragons. Did I say all of the elements? I can't even remember. See, I told you. So there are dragons for just about everything, and they are within every element, right? So a lot of times these are the ones that show up as our companions. And I say companions, and for me, I have a dragon. People often sense her over my right shoulder. It's the left side for you, I guess. And she is my companion. But she does bring through guidance and healing, and she actually helped me with the healing today. And she is, I want to say she's my best friend. She has been with me for many, many lifetimes. We are very, very close. And although I detect her as a female, they come through, where we sense male or female energy, but it's going to vary from person to person. The dragon themselves don't really have a specific, they hold the energy of feminine and masculine both. So I sense her as female because of the energy that she brings through for me and with me, and as we connect, is very much in the heart space and love centered. But other people who I communicate with, so like other psychics, they see her as a he, and because they are sensing her protective energy, they're seeing the protective side of her. So that is just a little bit of tidbit of information about dragons, and there's so much more. I could go on forever, but they are wanting me to start doing some channeling on here. So I want to kind of get started with just like a tiny little intro, something that's very short and quick and to the point. And I have recorded like 3 videos today, and every time my dogs start freaking out in the middle of it, and me in editing, I don't know how to do that. Actually, I did kind of figure out how to cut out a piece, and then I ended up like chopping like a whole video up, and it was a disaster. So I just redid it a few times, and I ended up like fine-tuning it every time, or changing it up a little bit. So my dogs are now outside, and of course they are barking again. So I'm just going to finish this up, and this is going to be just a little introduction to dragons, and let you guys have, that little peek of dragons. I want to let you guys know that you can find me on Facebook at Return to Avalon. That is my Facebook page. You can also find me in my Facebook group, and that is Sorceress's Circle. And I will leave a link below so that you can, below meaning on YouTube, below, so you can find my group and join me there. If this is something that is really interesting to you, you want to connect with me more, I really encourage you to check out my group, because I do a lot of stuff over there. So that's where you'll find me for channeling, regular readings, spiritual guidance, support, all that stuff. So I will see you guys hopefully over there, and I will thank you so much for watching the video too, and I will see you later.